hope that's on the same fucking video. See, now I'm cussing. Alright, so I gotta do this without the camera. Maybe. Is that me? Hi, there I am. I'm on TV. Okay, alright. Don't take it serious now. Don't want to lose your rat. If I was her, I would be waiting for me to make a mistake. Okay. Now we're back. And there's, see, I've locked her off now. Unless she's in there and I can't see her. But that's not like, some milk. I think she drank the milk I gave her before, but maybe she just spilled it everywhere. And this is like some old cat food that I just never threw away because I thought maybe I'll catch a rat and put it in a cage and maybe it'll eat the cat food. But like the last time I gave it some, like the cat food's probably got more protein. Well, no, I've been giving her meat. Because the one time I gave her meat, like the next day, she fucking attacked me. She was feisty, man. She gave, oh shit. See, that's what I gotta be careful of. Alright. If I leave that on there, she won't be able to get to her stuff. I don't think there's no way she would even come out here during the day any fucking way. But I don't want to fail. I don't want to get hurt. And so I'm careful. Maybe she'd rather have the night for some light. Okay. We caught up on that fun stuff. Oh, man. Tough life, man. Tough life being this motherfucker, man. See, what's today? Monday. Mondays can be tough. And Tuesday, sometimes it eases up. But I started some new healthy stuff. It's probably all actually good. My body's going next level on some healing. And it's, that shit, that hurts as much as not healing. Okay, so here we are here again. So see, I raised it up so I can, so the wood chips go in. They're gonna come up about like this, like a mound about this height, well, about the height of that corner, and then mound up, and then it'll bake down because it's getting all this air coming up through these springs from there. That's the air pipe, and then it'll be sealed up, but then the air will come in the bottom and come up underneath all these springs and stuff. Air is the key. And then I got this ironing board so that, like, cause see, as it breaks down, it'll settle. It'll get too hot and it'll kill the bacteria. And the air won't flow through it because it's all these little particles, and so you shake that thing's to shake it in the middle, and it'll break it all up. It'll spring around in there with the springies and stuff. It'll make the stuff move around, cool it down, get and keep the bacteria moving and cooking and breeding, and instead of clogging up in one area, and then it gets I think above 165 degrees and it dies. The bacteria dies, you start losing your heat. But if you keep shaking it up, okay, so then it's got the hose wrapped around it, and the hot water will be in there. Now what I'm doing now is, see, the water will heat up in here and expand. And then I got this valve over here, that brass thing, if you can see it. It'll only let the water flow that way. It'll only let it flow that way. So as this water heats up, it's going to expand, or it's going to expand that direction, and it's going to go circulate through these hoses here. See, as it's heating, it's going to be pushing here. And it's going to be pushing the cooler water. Well, it's going to push through here, and this is all going to be covered up along with those air pipes. And I'm going to put the hot water hoses under the air pipes to keep them warm, and it'll heat all this soil up. And that'll heat the whole inside of the greenhouse, and whatever's on top of here. Hopefully it doesn't get too hot. I'll probably have to get a lot of watering or something. I was thinking that today. But see, it'll just flow in a continuous flow. Because I got this whole contraption here that I made. So that the water will just flow in a circle through the hose up here, gets hot, that pushes it there, and as it pushes the hot water that direction, it's going to push the cooler water back this direction, and then it'll come down through here and get hot again and push up there, theoretically. And then when I want hot water inside, I'll just turn on the water that from the pump, and it'll come up through here, and it'll go through that valve, and it'll push all the hot water out of the hose, around and around and around, and it'll push it down, and it'll go, and then, I'll be monitoring, and then, okay, no more hot water, or maybe it'll keep being warm water. That would be pretty cool if you can at least, if I keep pumping in it, and it shit, I guess if I ran it through the other side, it probably would do that. But I'm gonna put another one of these on the other side anyway. But so it'll flow around in a constant cycle until I interrupt it when I pump water through it, and then it'll go around. It'll come back out here because it can't go there because of the valve, and then it'll come out, and then I'll get hot water in the house. Then I'm gonna put it like a laundry bucket, like for the hot water, so I can do laundry, and then these pipes are to blow air through for the house, to warm the basement, and then the heat from the basement will rise through the floors and keep the whole house warm. So that's my update. That's the thing, is like I redid it so that I can shovel out the mulch that's finished, that's ready, because hopefully by the time it makes it down through the springs and through all that, and down there, it's good mulch, and then like the way I had designed it was just as an experiment, I guess. It's like, okay, yep, it worked. Then I got to rip it apart and scoop all, and get all the mulch out. And then like, oh, well, I don't want to do that every fucking year. What's going to be the next thing? Is like, well, it will be this. And I go, oh, well, just build it now. So that's what and so then I can scoop it out here and dump more in on the top. So then, theoretically, this thing will be finished. I can just keep feeding it through the top. It'll keep coming out the bottom. Yeah, and then I can experiment with the recipes. Like, what do I add to the wood chips? Like for heat or for the quality of the soil, the topsoil I produce down there. And anyway, just showing off, because it's really, really cool. It probably wouldn't be cool to most people until it was working, and still the inner workings are not as fascinating for most. But I've been thinking about this shit my whole life. I could have built this just like this when I was a kid. Because it's basically the idea I've always had. I keep wondering, like, why didn't, why did I go through all these other steps? Why didn't I just build that damn thing? Because that's what I thought of in the first place. But it's I don't even know how to explain how that is relevant or important or worth talking about. I'm still working on it. Okay, well, anyway, see, I'm standing here babbling. So, okay, goodbye.